So then part 2, we left off with the eye. Let's just work around the eye some more. Where you got, remember, once again, make those marks at the beginning. Then the eye, just make these lines. Don't make them look like the hair, it'll get confusing. Just make a bunch of different hatches, and the eyes really make these lines that are almost like jut in different ways. Really get into it. This is fun, man. Just make these, all these sinister lines going up and down, and then but closer to the eye where it gets kind of dark, you know, make the contours, these lines, make it the same direction that the eye is going in. So that way, once again, you don't get confused that's an eyebrow. And just work these lines. And this goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. Just be patient. Be patient, have a good time, you know, develop your image, build it up. And as you can see, I'm just doing these different lines. So now I got a bunch in. Then don't overdo it. That's another thing when it comes to art and stuff. You never really want to overdo it unless that's kind of the style, of course. But I'm trying to leave a thing. Then the cheekbone comes up here. And it comes down. And you can see it just loops around. There's not too much on this side. Make that side a little lighter because it's not really that defined on that side. Let's start with the smile. This is the best part, man. His lips are real jagged. They go down. They jut down here and it gets really black under here in the shadow. And they jut up again. Gosh, man. Then they jut in, and right under the nose, this right here, that's the mark where it's going to go back up. That's like the center of the lip. Real crazy lip. And this comes in to make the bottom of it. Make the lip have different thicknesses. Because the more, this just adds to the whole look of it being real sinister, really cold, and you know, when you have lines that aren't symmetrical, it really makes something look a lot eviler and dark. And then towards the end, just shade it. That's the top of the lip. And then it goes inward. Let's draw the teeth. The teeth are going to be fun. Make a line about right here, the middle of it. So we get a guideline for the teeth. We'll start at the tooth on the furthest. You're not going to really see this one because it's more in the shadows. So just make it a little shadow and make some lines. But for the rest, you're going to see the gum line. So make sure, like this one, and towards the bottom they get a straight line. Then draw the other tooth. It juts out. This one goes almost straight vertically up. And this one. Then the rest of them just vary it. When it comes to the teeth, just the ones towards the middle of the lip, you won't see the gum line as much. But each tooth, don't make them even. The whole thing is just be artistic. Like I said again, really just be, some of them you don't need to have a line where it meets. And so just really enjoy doing it. I'm going to go a little quicker so I have more time to rest. But you know, just sketch each one a little different. The gums are there. And when you get to the canines, that's the one you want to really stand out. The sharp tooth there. And then another one. He's looking so sick, man. And you're going to see the gums in here. And for the side, just make wrinkles. Make these creases that stretch out. Make one here that exaggerates the line. Another one there. Make these lines, make all these lines, like I said, that just stretching over, and then for the bottom teeth, do the same thing. Just make some of them have closures, make some of them a little thicker. Just vary it up. This should be the fun stuff. Make some of them where they're not completely. Some of them you want to see the gums more, so like that one I made it where the gums are out, and just, it's just so fun, man. Oh my gosh. And as they go back in the mouth, you want them to start arching upward so you have that effect. And so for the bottom lip, this whole lip is going to be part of the lip. So start shading it. You can make little lines going outward. Then for the bottom lip, all it is a little bulge there, and it comes down, it ends about there, and just down, goes up, and then goes out. And you're going to have it jut out of the face just a little. So make sure it's jutting out. Now let's make a little highlight here, a little highlight there, and so this will be in darkness, so just give it the value. So all this. Then for the bottom of the chin, like we did a rough sketch, this curves outward, then it kind of comes in, juts in, and then curves ever so slightly downward, juts out, and then the rest is going to come back up. It's going to come up. Make sure it's very skinny. Oh, he's looking sick, man. He is looking sick right now. And just make these lines vary. Make some go outward, make some go up. And then when you get to about the same point right here, that's about dead level with the nose. Right there, it's going to jut up. And it's going to go up into the ear. Almost completely vertical. And we'll make the neck start about right on the bottom of the lip. The neck, which we're not going to worry about, but it's kind of just jutting out. Then make a line coming up, downward, and it's just going to be, that's like the rest of the body. We're not going to worry about that. I'm just concerned with the face. So let's get the ear. The ear kind of curves, and it just goes inward, and like I said, it sounds crazy, but to me, like this sounds crazy, but drawing this is easier than drawing some of the Adventure Time characters. And the reason I say that is because with this, you have a door of freedom. You have an opportunity to mess up. Because if I mess up with this, I can erase it, and, well, not just erase it, but if I mess up with this, I can still kind of go with the flow and just follow the basic lines. Because it's a messy drawing, it's not made to look clear and crisp. And that's why with the Adventure Time stuff, it's nerve-wracking to me, because it's like, you make one wrong line and that character, it's just ruined. Then something's weird, something's not correct. But that's what amazes me about art in general, is because, people who draw and do different things, it's like, you can tell when you're trying to draw that. It's just mind-blowing the amount of, just the amount of error there is in certain things, and the amount different. But anyway, draw the hair back here, kind of looking fuzzy. And we'll save the pupils for last, but part 3 is coming up, it's the last part. Make the lines where these really curved lines. Let's draw the outside of the head, it's just coming out, and that's going to jut up. And that's so far the drawing, and we'll do the rest. Make a little line here, just very light. And we will continue on part 3, the last part. And thank you.